For pretty much the last several decades, 60 Minutes has been a complete one-sided propagandist show. And particularly lately, if you look in the era of Trump, 60 Minutes decided that they were just not going to be objective anymore. I mean, to me, you go back and look at 60 Minutes stories in the era of Trump, and it's garbage. It's one-sided garbage. So the guy behind it, right? There's a executive producer, Bill Owens, and he's the guy responsible for it. And Trump's got this lawsuit, and Paramount wants it to go away. And so this guy gets fired. Bill Owens gets canned. And all hell is breaking out among mainstream media types because if it hasn't happened to their newsroom, they fear it's going to happen soon. And they think it's because of the lawsuit that they're saying, ostensibly, that it's CBS's fear of retaliation from Trump as president that is making him do these things. Now, I'll point out, by the way, I don't think that that's necessarily it, but I'd like to point something out. If it is true, then we are in a radically different, much better place than we were in 2017, 2018. Because in Trump's first term, the media was absolutely not afraid at all to lie about him 24/7 and to obstruct his presidency. And people inside the government weren't afraid to do so either. We are living in an era of lawless, truly lawless, when it came to the official obstruction, and completely unethical when it came to the media obstruction of Trump's presidency, of the government, the will of the people. Things are different now. Now, I think CBS News is realizing that that Bill Owens is part of a broader problem, the same problem that is, creating issues for CNN, ABC News, newspapers like the Washington Post, where its owner, Jeff Bezos, had to come in at the tail end of the election, be like, hey, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing a endorsement of Kamala Harris. We're going to go back to keeping our mission neat, clean, and to the point. We're going to write about topics, and we're going to do so dispassionately. And a bunch of people quit, people cancel their subscriptions, and Jeff Bezos shrugged his shoulders and said, doesn't matter, because that's what we need to do. It's a business. They can't afford to be a mouthpiece for radical Democrats. It's a losing proposition, commercial. So anyway, against this backdrop, this was last night, my gosh. Yeah, 60 Minutes, Scott Pelley, Scott Pelley, gets up there and right at the end gives this sad, song about his former boss now.
In tonight's Last Minute, a note on Bill Owens, who until this past week was executive producer of 60 Minutes. He was our boss. Bill was with CBS News nearly 40 years, 26 years at 60 Minutes. He covered the world, covered combat, the White House. His was a quest to open minds, not close them. If you've ever worked hard for a boss because you admired him, then you understand what we've enjoyed here. Bill resigned Tuesday. It was hard on him and hard on us, but he did it for us and you. Stories we pursued for 57 years are often controversial. Lately, the Israel-Gaza war and the Trump administration. Bill made sure they were accurate and fair. He was tough that way.
Right.
But our parent company, Paramount, is trying to complete a merger. The Trump administration must approve it. Paramount began to supervise our content in new ways. None of our stories has been blocked, but Bill felt he lost the independence that honest journalism requires. No one here is happy about it, but in resigning, Bill proved one thing. He was the right person to lead 60 Minutes all along.
Oh, isn't that nice? So I have a question. By the way, if you're in the least bit persuaded by this, ask one question. Was there one time at any point in Biden's presidency that CBS News 60 Minutes did a piece examining the acuity, the mental capacity of Joe Biden. Anybody.